comment. When I had said, make the funniest noise you can think of, I heard a certain someone, I won't mention because he's helping me today, he said, Angela! So, I just thought you could laugh at that with me because I laughed really loud when I heard that. Apparently, I am the silliest noise that said person could think of, and Andy thinks I'm the silliest sound. Clay, nice. Okay, alright. Leaders, you're not helping me. Thank you. Okay, we're going to get started, but before I teach you about this week's story, we're going to have a little review. Does that sound good? Yeah. Have a little bit of a review. So, can anyone tell me what the virtue of the month is? Anybody? Humility. Awesome. Everyone give a high five. 1, 2, 3. Humility. All right. Now, come on up here. Come on up here. Everyone pay attention, because he's going to tell us what humility is.
Putting others first before yourself.
Nice. Everyone give a round of applause. Round of applause. Putting others first. Even though you may think you deserve to be first, or deserve something more than someone else does, it's deciding to put them first, right? Okay, so that's what this whole story is about. That's what our story was about last week. And so, Robbie talked last week about how Jesus was humble. Does anyone remember how he was humble?
Yes.
Yes? How was he humble? He washed his disciples' feet. Nasty, stinky, non-washed, dusty feet. That's disgusting. Everyone just go, ew. Nasty, nasty, nasty. So we're going to go to the next part of the story. Are you guys ready for my part of the story? You ready? All right, here we go. Marissa's feet? Are they nasty?
What?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think Adrian's feet might be a little bit nastier. Maybe. All right. We're getting beside the point. This is what we're going to do. You ready? Today's Bible story comes from two books of the Bible. No, you just had to say two. You got it. All right. Comes from two books of the Bible, Luke and John. Everyone say Luke, John. All right, so it comes from how many books? And what are the books? Awesome, Luke and John. So, instead of reading both passages, we're going to act it out for you. Does that sound better than me just reading, and Jesus went into the garden? Sounds a little better, right? So if I can have some of my helpers come up, I need, who do I need? I need Jesus and disciples. So if you're a Jesus and disciple, everyone, they're just going to act, but you're going to listen, okay? Everyone listen. All right, so Luke 22. Everyone say Luke 22.
That's not fair.
Luke 22 tells us that Jesus, wave Jesus. Everyone say, hey Jesus. And some of his disciples. Everyone say, hey disciples. Disciples, wave in the crowd. They came here to watch you act this out for me. All right, so Jesus and his disciples came into the garden. Does anyone know the name of this garden? Gumdrop Garden? Woo! White shirt. Gethsemane? Awesome! Everyone just go, yeah! Alright, he got it right. The Garden of Gethsemane. So, I mean, they're just like hanging out, right? They didn't really go there for anything. Just hanging out with his disciples, right? It's a pretty garden. It's probably springtime like it is today. Nice and sunny, right? So they're just hanging out. Nothing else. Does anyone know why they went to the garden?
Yes.
Rosa, why did they go to the garden?
Garden to like pray.
Oh, they went to the garden to pray. So fellas, hey. You came to pray. So, I'm sorry, you can't hang out anymore. You gotta pray. So go ahead and pray. Alright. But Jesus, you like to talk to God a lot, but you like to do it by yourself. So if you could make just go ahead and
speak for an hour. You're not falling asleep.
Oh, see, he doesn't want them to fall asleep. But when Jesus goes to pray by himself, disciples, guess what? Disciples, you fall asleep. without snoring. They had breathe right strips back then. Yep, they did. So they fell asleep. But Jesus decided to go pray by himself. But do you guys know what he was praying for? He was praying for strength. He was praying for strength because he knew what was coming up in the next couple days. Does anyone know? Anyone know? Oh, listen. Okay. The soldiers were coming, something like that, and they were going to arrest Jesus. But, I mean, he knew what was going on, but he was just praying, God, give me strength. And you know, hold on. He was talking to God, and he said, God, give me strength, because there's something really hard coming up. But, listen, hold on. Everyone just put thinking caps on. Put your thinking caps on. Just fitted. Nice. All right. Think about this for a second. Guys, listen up. Think about this for a second. Jesus went to the garden to pray for strength, but he could have said something like this.
God, I know this is going to be tough, but I'm the man, all right? I can take it, and I can do this, all right? I'm so tough, God. Thanks. Whew.
Man.
Good.
Jesus could have been like, I am the man. I am what's up. God, I got this covered. Don't you worry about it. I got this. But he didn't. Here's the thing. He could have said something like this.
God, I'm really glad you sent me on this earth to die for these people, but I just really like the teaching and the preaching and the miracles. I really just like doing that. I don't really want to die. God, I think I'm just going to stick to teaching and miracles. Cool? Cool. Thanks, God. Thanks.
But that's not what he prayed for. He could have said, I'm the man. I got this covered, God. You know, this is what's up. Or he could have said, God, I don't want to die. Why do I have to die? I've been doing really good with my boys over here, even though they fell asleep on me. I've been doing good. I've been teaching. I've been healing. I've been doing miracles. I've been setting people free. But why do I have to die? So we're going to go to the next part of the story, if you guys know it or not. The disciples woke up because they saw the Roman soldiers were coming into the garden. They were big soldiers. Everyone say, oh, soldiers. Look at these manly soldiers coming. And do you know what? All right, listen up. Hi, soldiers. All right. So, is your name Sean and your name is John? Is that how this works? Okay, great. All right, so my soldiers are here, and the disciples woke up. They were like, what is going on? They didn't know what was going on, but they're about to find out what's going on because they're going to act it out for me. You guys ready for the next part? Yeah. All right, these Roman soldiers, listen up. These Roman soldiers came up to the disciples, and who were they led by? Judas? I mean, these soldiers didn't just come into the garden just for fun, right? So Judas was their leader. Judas, you're their leader. Why are you hiding behind them? There we go. Yeah, Judas. Hey, Judas. Who do you think you are? The man?
Yeah.
You think you're the man?
Yeah.
He's going to bust out of his robe right now because he's that much of the man.
Yep.
So, what are you doing here?
Well, came to bring these guys
To Jesus? All right. That's great. You got these two big guys because you can't do it yourself? Ooh, Judas isn't so much the man anymore, is he? And so Judas decides that he's going to really make everyone mad, and he's going to have the soldiers arrest Jesus.
Arrest Jesus. What?
Oh, my goodness, he's going to arrest Jesus. But guys, you don't know. Listen, you don't know who Jesus is. You don't know who this guy is. You got to ask Judas. You got to ask Roman soldiers. Ask Judas.
Yeah.
Who's this fool?
Who's this? Who are you looking for? Looking for Jesus. Well, then I am he.
You just found out that he's Jesus. Now you can arrest him.
Let's arrest him.
There we go. All right, so they arrest Jesus. Now there's another part of the story that the boys are gonna like and the girls aren't. But Peter, my man here, decides he's just mad. He is angry. They're arresting my Jesus. What is going on? So you know what you do? You cut off his ear.
Cut his ear off!
No, I mean he's got helmets. He can't see his ear, so you're gonna cut his ear off. But Jesus told you not to. Why are you cutting people's ears off? Man! Hey, Roman soldier! Hi there! He can't hear me. Alright, but you know what Jesus decides to do? Listen, Jesus was being arrested, but because he knew God's plan, he healed his ear.
Thanks, son.
That's awesome. Everyone give Jesus a round of applause. That is fantastic. Awesome. All right, so back to our story. So they're arresting Jesus. Judas is shaking in his robe right now because he doesn't know what's going on. He's not the man anymore. And check this out. Here we go. Jesus knew he was going to be arrested. So he went to the garden to pray for strength, not to say that he's the man or that he only wanted to do his plan. He decided to do God's plan. And so, disciples, go ahead, take a seat. Soldiers, you're arresting him, but I'm going to finish my story, and then you can take him away. So you can go ahead and stand to the side. Is that good? Judas is still shaking, because Jesus is a man, and you're not, so you're going to go over there, too. That silver doesn't stop the shaking. All right, here we go. Jesus, you're not being arrested right now, so you can go ahead and stand up. You guys ready for the best part of this story? It's the best part, so you got to listen in. Put your ears on. I mean, they're on, but who knows? Some crazy Peter might come and cut them off. Put your ears on. Can I see everyone's ears? No. I have your eyes right now, but ears are a little better. That's why God gave you 2 of them and only 1 mouth. Think about that. All right. Everyone listen in. This is the best part of the story. Do you want to know why? Because Jesus decided that God's plan was better, and so he could have said, I'm the man, I got this. He could have said, you know, God, I mean, I have this really good plan, the healing, the teaching, the prayer, like it's great. So my plan worked. But Jesus showed humility in more ways than just humbling himself to heal a Roman soldier's ear, even though he was arresting it. So, even though he was being arrested. So, Jesus put God first. Is anyone in here Jesus? Oh, no hands up. Just Jesus, yeah. So, if you think Jesus put God first, doesn't that mean that you need to put God first? Yeah. So, I'm going to challenge you this week as we continue. We're going to continue this story next week. But I'm going to challenge you this week to humble yourself. Put others before yourself. Be like Jesus. The Bible tells us to be like Jesus. Our parents tell us to be like Jesus. Leaders here at 412 ask us to be like Jesus. You need to tell yourself to be like Jesus. And humble yourself so that you put others first. Because if Jesus put God first, and he didn't do his own plan, and he's the man, we need to put God first. And that way we can put others first, and show people what Jesus was like. So everyone give my volunteers a round of applause, because they are awesome. And we're going to pray. And then I have 2 very special friends that are doing the power verse for us. So we're going to pray. They're going to take Jesus away because he's being arrested. Bye, Judas. Outcome not so good for you. Sorry, I read the Bible. All right, everyone, bow your heads, close your eyes. We're going to pray, and I have 2 very special friends I'm going to introduce to do the power verse, okay? Bow your heads, close your eyes. Yeah, let's do lifestyle. Okay. That's good. Everyone bow your heads and pray. Ready? Dear God, I thank you for this story and for this lesson. I pray that it would touch our hearts because it's so easy for us to put others first. It's really easy. But we're choosing, God, today and for the rest of our lives to be humble, to be more like you so we can show other people who you are because it's all about your plan and not our plan. I pray that this story would be told to people outside of 412, that these kids would have it in their hearts and just say, listen to what I learned in 412 today. Jesus was the man, and he still followed God's plan. So I pray that the rest of the service would be amazing and that these kids would really just be like Jesus. Thank you, God. Amen.